Hello pentesters, this is Punit Darji back again with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about CV 2023-32315. This CV is regarding Openfire admin console authentication bypass. So firstly, let's understand what is Openfire. So Openfire is real-time collaboration server licensed under the open source Apache license. It uses the only widely adopted open protocol for instance messaging. So XAMPP call Jabber. CV 2023-32315 in version prior to 4.7.4 and 4.6.7. Openfire Administrative Console, the admin console, a web-based application, was found to be vulnerable to the path traversal attack via setup environment. The permitted unauthenticated user to use unauthenticated Openfire setup environment that is already configure Openfire environment to access the restricted pages in Openfire admin console reserved for the administrative. So in the exploit, more than decade ago, and path traversal issue was found in Openfire admin console, the CV 2008-6508. The attacker are able to use the setup that I have mentioned in red color, setup /setup hyphen some random string with // to bypass authentication check to visit arbitrary pages without knowing the admin username and password. Since then, the path traversal protection were already placed to the protect against the this kind of attack. So path traversal attack was patched, but the later upgrade of the embedded web server included support for the non-standard URL encoding of UTF-16 characters. The path traversal protection in place Openfire will not be updated to included a protection against the new encoding. So attacker able to use that that I have mentioned in blue color, that URL encoding with the UTF-16 to bypass the path traversal protection. So the vulnerability admin console authentication bypass, and I have already mentioned the version, the prior version to 4.7.4 and 4.6.7. So let's move on to the practical. So I have set up on my local machine the Openfire administrative console, and the version is 4.7.4. So let's check with the admin. So admin username admin and password is admin. So as you can see, user group, only admin user is there. Let's create the new user. So let's capture this request into bobshoot, interception on, and let's refresh this page. So capture this request, send to the repeater, and here we go. So let's take the endpoint, the vulnerable endpoint. We can say that a user create.jsp page. So let me show you. And here is a vulnerable endpoint, setup and setup -s, the character encoded, and here I am giving username Punit Darji and password I am giving Punit. So Punit, confirm password Punit, and send this URL or send this endpoint in the repeater. So let's paste it and send. So username is Punit Darji and password is Punit. Now let's send. So here we get the 302 found. Oh, probably CSRF token vulnerability. Let's oh, not this vulnerability. We need to pass the CSRF token. So CSRF token, let's copy and let's paste it over here and send again. Still the same. Okay, so here we need to delete the one more / from the get request and the send. Yeah, we get the request. So this is the vulnerable endpoint. We need to pass the CSRF token and we get the 200 OK response. So let's in the render, it's giving the null response. Let's check whether we created the user is created or not. So Punit Darji and password is Punit. Oh yeah, we get the user created. So Punit Darji is created. So previously it was only admin user, and this is the vulnerable endpoint. So I will provide this vulnerable endpoint in my GitHub repository. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you like, then share with your InfoSec friends. Subscribe our channel, and thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video.